swastika. Who does it belong to?
Oh, Germany.
No. All right, it belongs to you. Now, do you know what that means? Swastika is ancient Sanskrit. They'll say in linguistics, Sanskrit, which means, that's what it means. And this is also means the well-being, the good being, the well-being, and from where they get the term, though loose and not totally correct, good luck. You understand? Now, it is called the good being. These is your 90 degree. And of course your 90 degree. There's 490s equal 360 degrees, which logically in geometry, angles, angels, is alpha. And omega. Now, I want you to listen to me carefully because I'm getting ready to slay a dragon. The alpha and omega is called the circle. The circle is 360 degrees. 360 degrees equals 100%. That 100% and 360 degrees equals what is known as a whole. That whole is where you derive holy, holistic. Do you understand? Halig, holy, is Sanskrit again. And it means sun. And that's where you get the term holy book. Holy Bible, Holy Quran, Uwaspi, Torah, Hexateuch. You understand? So when you say Holy Quran, you're actually saying the sun reader. When you say Holy Bible, you're saying the sun book. Both of them, you're supposed to know how to read the sun by angles of the earth. Glyph. Now remember this circle here, right? Remember what you said about Hitler here, right? So let's put some things together. Usually when you're talking about Hitler, in your mind, you're thinking the Aryan Brotherhood and stuff like that, right? 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 But what it really is, first sign in the east, where the sun rises on the horizon of the glyph of the earth. And that circle in German is this. Circle, German, Old High German, circle, German, circle, German, circle. German, that's why it's important to know language, linguistics, how things evolve so that you can read cultures, because the culture is in the language. You understand? Now, persons who belong to secret societies are told these things so that they're not caught in the mysteries of the dragons. That's their advantage because they know better, meaning they're not spooked. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Therefore, they can, what you call, navigate the earth plane. How do you navigate the earth plane? With a compass and a square. Here's your square and there's your circle. That's why they say Jesus was a carpenter. You got to understand what it's really saying. And then you take that same cross here and you got hex alpha. You understand? You got to know what you're looking at. Then you take that same circle and the first of the Germanic tribes, you think it's German? No. That studied us in Persia and in ancient Paro, that you later call Hindustan, that you call today India, you'll see this. That glyph, this glyph, and this glyph, which is the glyph of the earth, is the circle, i.e., this sign here is called the Coptic cross or the church. That is not a place in the sense that people take it. It is the zodiac. The zodiac is the etheric northern and southern hemisphere of the universe. The culture of that study is called cosmology. Cosmology comes from the word cosmos, which is synonym with universe. Therefore, the truth is, of what you've been calling religion is that study and that philosophy. And all of your major religions lead right back to that circle. See the circle here? You see the watch on your arm? 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock,
Right.
3 o'clock.
Right.
From this term, the good being, came the term, the supreme law, or the supreme being. This is also called slaying the dragon because you know the origin of things. Therefore, it's no mystery anymore. You understand? This is why real world history and sociology is not really taught to people, because it would kill most of the mystery systems that are perpetrated by religious leader guys, as you might say, who make a living off maintaining ignorance and spookiness. If you understand what I'm saying, and then blaming it on Jesus and Muhammad and Allah and Moses. You know, while they themselves, for themselves, know the truth and take oaths to Rome not to reveal the secret. This is where all your secret societies exist. Although they appear different from each other, having different agendas, the foundation of their knowledge is still the same. Meaning that the truth is one. But once you know the truth, it's a narrow path. But then, no matter what, whether you're rich, poor, or in between, no one can fool you. And if somebody comes to you with something, they got to build with you, but they can't put you back into darkness. The only thing you can do is kill you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or you defend yourself and kill them.
Right.
However, you ain't going back to sleep.
Right.
This is why people who are in positions of authority, government, big-time churches, mosques and synagogues, are all Masons. And also why them same people condemn Masonry across the pulpit. They condemn it because they don't want you to examine it. Because once you start examining it, you'll start understanding religions. And one thing you'll start understanding about religions is that somebody was fooling you, giving you something saying it was religion, and it ain't religion. Then you find yourself in conflict with the people around you when you try to convince them that what they thought was the game ain't the game. Then you're unpopular. Then you and a whole bunch of other stuff. So even when the truth comes, it's kind of difficult because the people, when the truth comes, they ask for it, but when the truth comes, they run because it's not what they expected.
Right.
Do you understand? Now keep this in mind. And now you go into European history. The first of the German tribes to study the ancient Moabites, Hindus, and Persians were studying our culture, and thereby were given the name Aryans for the East Gate. East gate is the sign of Aries or Ram. This is why in their rituals they'll say High Ram of Biff. Aries. High Ram, the Ram, Aries, the Lamb of God. A grown lamb, ram. Y'all understand what you're looking at? In your gates, you watch. Each one of these are broken down into 3. Right? Mm-hmm. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4 gates, right? Sometimes you'll see these gates in same gates executed like this as abstracts. You understand? Sociologists, historians, anthropologists, when they see this, they see this. When they see this, they see that. And they see that, they see the same thing. They see variations of it. They see the very same thing. People who don't know sociology, don't know symbolisms, and don't know ancient Hiccuta, which you call Egypt, etc., and ancient Mexico, they see them, they think they're totally different things. When you see this, you see 3 houses in each one of these 4, right? Mm-hmm. Now, so look at this. 3 and 4, right? 3 houses in each one of the 4, right? So 3 times 4 is what?
12.
So that's your numbers. And deci, right, is Latin. Deci is Latin. That's the disciples, 12 disciples. Okay. And so the 12 disciples is this. Is this. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But for a child, you know, you give it a personality. So they think they're guys that are Yahshua's boys. But this is symbols for children. What right actually is the houses. And this also is called the mansion. That's where it says, in my Father's house there are many mansions. Mm-hmm. If it were not true, I would have told you so. Right. You understand? That's your 12 disciples, you see? Now, look at this. That same 3 and 4, you see that? Mm-hmm. And so that 3 and 4 is what? Within the circle, right? Right. So the 3 plus 4 is what? 7. That's where you get circle 7 and your 4 gates. And 7 is the number of the perfect man or perfected man. From a metaphysical perspective, then you go into the philosophies of that. The study and the knowledge of this is called Moorish science or cosmology. It goes beyond this, but as an example, this is just simply part of it. So that same 7 would also be represented like this. You can make these 7 candlesticks. And the candlesticks represent light. And light represents knowledge. And the gold represents the sun. You understand? Mm-hmm. And so the point of it is, then you would know that this is going into the philosophies of this. You see? Mm-hmm. All right? So when you see this, and 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 you see church, you know that the church is this, 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 that's the church.